guys, gals, non-binary pals. Boom! It's us. It's me and Justin, and we are here to play Pony Island. Welcome to SciFiAIguy Plays. It is wonderful to see you. It's wonderful to have you here. Justin, say hello to the lovely people.
Hello. It's so good to see or read you here today. I'm glad to be here with you all, as a stationary man in a blurry world once again.
It's true. It's true. What have you been up to? Tell me stories. Tell me of New Zealand.
So for this week's podcast, I've been doing a bunch of research into the lovely country of New Zealand, and their responses to the big thing that's happening. Which is mostly this stream, but there are other news stories as well.
It's true.
Very pleasing to research, much less complicated. It turns out that if you have one set of restrictions, you place them in and then you get rid of them. That's much less complicated than researching all of the states of Australia.
Of course. I hadn't even considered that. So
it's actually incredibly pleasing as a research topic. As much as it is like an entire country, and I did go too deep on certain points.
Of course,
it's still a decent research topic.
Well, it's research, right?
For the lovely show.
It's research that, like, it's the iceberg principle. Like, you're only ever going to show this top crisp portion because you've waded through the bottom stuff, and you don't show that to people because that's unnecessary.
Yeah,
it's necessary for you, but it's unnecessary for them. Yeah, speaking as a researcher, I absolutely get it.
Yes. Well, speaking as someone that sort of does research for the extent of being able to talk about things. It was, so we did, I think, 2 hours, a bit over 2 hours recording yesterday, and that will all be up in the next little while. It's very pleasing.
How many geese would you say?
How many geese?
How much, like, background noise? How much geese ASMR?
There was very little geese ASMR, I must say, in this one. But what we lack in geese, we make up for in the fact that I marathoned all 3 Lord of the Rings films on Saturday before talking about New Zealand. So it's a good listen, I'm sure.
Why? Just you wanted to see the visuals in the most.
Well, I wanted to be able to picture New Zealand while discussing New Zealand.
Of course, and Peter Jackson, gnomed documentarian. Gnomed?
Yeah.
Gnomed docu. Good.
Yeah.
God.
So we chatted for just over 2 hours, and the previous day I watched extended editions as well.
Oh no, there's so
11
long.
and a half hours.
Oh,
Lord of the Rings.
Oh man,
because you know what, isolation is a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it's one of those two things. Good God, yeah, wow.
Yeah. So that's been my weekend. How have you been?
Yeah, not too bad. Plugging away at the work. I wanted to bring up on the topic of states and COVID and whatnot. So I have signed up as part of my I've probably mentioned this before, as part of the AI research. I've just signed up to a lot of tech newsletters.
Yeah, right.
A lot of which are paywalled, which is incredibly frustrating. Like, or I'll be linked to something that's paywalled, and what I'm doing is I'm saving articles. Not based on like the deep research behind them, but just based on like the headlines and the general story, so that later on I can skim these headlines, go, oh, I want to look into that because it's relevant to the thesis, and then blah. Like, I'm just trying to document, this stuff while I'm not looking at it closely, but just skimming over what's going on in America between the states and the differences in their approaches and the differences in how much government support they're getting from like
for sure
on a federal level is absolutely terrifying. Like asking for supplies and being sent body bags levels of preposterous.
And I mean, I try to keep for my part, I try to keep our podcast relatively upbeat. I fail regularly, but I do try to keep it relatively upbeat for a COVID podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did have in our first mini-sode, I was given the freedom, devoid of my other co-host, to just rant about the US, and I just kind of let fly for 5 minutes.
Hell yeah.
It's like, cool, that's what a mini-sode should be.
Yeah.
It's just me getting mad at stuff.
Getting really dark in a room, in a dark room, perhaps.
Perhaps,
As is
yeah,
your life.
and in this case, exactly that. Yeah, there's some ridiculous things happening in the US, as it turns out. Not a great country to be. Yes.
Not a good space.
and- No, and not a good country to be celebrating our commonalities with at the minute.
No, oh my god, no. Just yeah.
So pleasingly, let's focus on
Yeah.
a game full of unicorns and Satan.
Justin, you did the thing that I was going to do, and you did it better, and I'm so on board with that because you are you're a media.
I saw where you were going.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry,
Okay,
I knew you were. I knew you were heading there.
No, I'm so pleased. I was going to talk about how you make me smile, and this game makes me smile, and so I was just thinking about smiles, and then I was just sitting here smiling, thinking about you, and now we're just going to play Pony Island. It's not weird.
Well, it's a beautiful time, and I'm smiling, even though I'm very expressionless in the image that we have on the screen. We are all smiling. This is a time of smiles and Satan and programming. Let's do some logic puzzles.
I'm
so keen. I'm so keen.
Oh. It's not ready. Don't look. Okay, so we're trying to find Satan's incredible works. So I just want to check with people. Okay, so looking at desktop audio, the game is kicking, I think, at a good amount, but I just need to know how that's mixed against my volume and Justin's volume. So feel free to let us know if the game is a bit loud, because it's quite bassy, and I don't want that to... I can't get deep in the mix.
I know that your audio slightly clipped just as you went into the game, but I think that's happened every time we've just gone into a game. So hopefully that is not a lasting thing.
Yeah.
Chat saying it sounds fine so far, and we have a Weenie. So hey Weenie.
Oh hey Weenie.
Good to see you. Yes, this picture is live footage of me and my gaming headset.
Yeah.
That's my rig. My rig is on the moon.
We were going north, weren't we? That was the thing we were meant to be doing.
Oh, they've inverted.
Yeah.
They've run out of stuff to give us, so they've just inverted the island, so we just have to go south.
We're running like
that's so pleasing.
Over the ocean. Like I feel we're just going to keep sort of clicking north. I have to stress as well that we're meant to type Baphomet at some point in a password field because we didn't do it last time and we missed out on content. And capital C content is what I am about. I'm actually a bit worried that I don't know where we're meant to go.
That's okay. Well, I think there's just no game up there.
Okay.
We're hearing game may be a wee bit loud.
Okay.
But we will see.
Yeah, no worries. I will. There we go.
Yes. But otherwise,
that's much better in my ears if it helps people.
The only thing was that I remember when the game restarted, like it made us restart for whatever reason. It reset the game audio, so I just wanted to remember that for this time.
No, believe me, I discovered the hard way when I booted up the game today, and it almost blew my ears out. Yeah,
it would.
Yeah, I mentioned to you very briefly that I tested a bunch of games just to make sure that we would have one queued up for next time.
That's right. Yeah.
And so many of them, I think, were developed for mobile. All of them arrived in window. Like, none of them were full screen.
Yep.
And their title screen had a very, it just felt very mobile, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
They're all little indie titles, and that's fine. Like, I'm not to say that these are bad games. It's just that OBS could not see them at all.
That's quite funny. I mean, not great for our purposes, but can we go into the Cave of Truth?
We could not. So we can only, before when we were moving around, we were following a path and clicking on squares, and I'm clicking to move,
right.
and I'm getting nothing anywhere. So, I would have thought that this game, I just assumed that it would be really nice to us and it would pop us somewhere with a clear goal, and it hasn't done that.
So what did it say? We've run out of stuff to do.
Well, we've entered a part of the game that Satan hasn't finished yet, right? And I can see that everywhere. All of this is, bad and unfinished, but I would like to think that after wandering around this space, we would find something to do.
Ticket Lake. Oh, maybe we can visit Satan. What does Satan have to say to us? No.
Nothing. It's a happy
That's
Satan.
a shame.
So we started here, and I mean, all signs sort of point south, I tested north anyway because I remember north from last time. I don't know, maybe I didn't go north enough. Look, we've joked before about games just having endings. Like mid-game. I don't think this one is going to do that.
I don't think... Well, if this is the ending, then that's going to be awkward for the next 2 hours of stream.
Yeah.
But
Crafty talking about the itch.io BLM games package, the bundle.
Yeah.
Because there's some books on there, a Twine game from an author that Crafty's been interested in. So I am actually super keen to play a bunch of stuff from that bundle. It's just we just got to install and test, right? Like that's going to be the thing. Because I reckon a lot of it won't be captured by this streaming software specifically, because this is some of the simpler software, frankly, and that's why we got it, because it was something easy we could use.
have we checked going to the right and down? I feel like we've gone up and we've gone down and to the left. Have we gone down and to the right?
I hit a wall, unfortunately.
Oh, you hit a wall.
Yeah. Okay, I think I hit a wall up here as well. Yeah, okay. So I actually am bounded. So maybe I was meant to go... Okay, so maybe we were being led down.
Why don't we follow the rules then? Follow the walls, rather. Follow the rules. There are no rules. We
haven't quite pushed this way.
Yeah, if we just follow that external box.
Yeah, I'm currently grinding against the wall of the level here.
Yeah.
That can't be the answer. It'll help to find the space, but...
Oh yeah, I'm just wondering, like, if the answer is just walk down a path that's along one of these walls, then that'll give us that solution. If it's just that we've got to find one spot on the island that we've just missed,
which is so frustrating. I might hazard a...
Yeah. If that is the case.
Take in that direction. Oh, here we go. I found something. I found the demon.
Hey.
I found the demon that I meant to be. Oh my god.
Down and to the right.
5 legs, immortal. Where am I? Ah, yes. I remember. I was created to guard a core file. But
This guy looks friendly.
is not a core file. Asmodeus, he took my seat as guardian.
Are those hooves? Those are like horse
I
legs?
pray they're hooves. Mortal, if you find Asmodeus in your travels, tell him my name. Oh. Buer. B-U-E-R. And he will know I am still out here. And he will know vengeance approaches.
Okay, so we're going to tell Asmodeus about Buer.
Accept this as payment. Okay, I think that was extra content.
What do we get as payment? Oh, we got a ticket.
Yeah, so as diligence for not knowing where to go. Oh my god, here is a place to go. Wow.
We crushed it. Still down and to the right. I'm claiming it.
Yeah, no, you were correct. You made it.
I'm absolutely not correct. But...
The final level of adventure mode.
Final level?
I wanted to have more...
Oh, of adventure mode.
I wanted to have more of a build-up. But you're here, so we might as well do this. That's what I want to hear from a game dev. The final boss...
That's good.
The final boss is Satan.
Oh.
And if we lose our soul. Smiley face.
I wanted a romance option for Satan.
Oh, take this portal to the core file. Ah, awesome. So we're meant to be fighting Satan, but we quit so that we can hack a core file because our mysterious friend has helped us. Oh shit.
Beelzebub.exe.
Oh shit, it is still a fight.
Oh, amazing.
I need to remember controls. Okay. So right click is super laser.
Oh, we've got to jump over that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's firing stuff.
Yeah, so
that's kind of fun. I really like the way that it's animated where it's not on the plane you're on until it... Yeah. And until it kind of pops in. That's nice that it's like it's backgrounded until it's a foreground thing.
I mean, the good news is
shoot it in the...
I can sort of hit it in the background. Like I can't be hit by it, but I can if I'm shooting in that direction, I guess I sort of catch it before it becomes a problem. Yeah, this is difficult, and I'm a little frustrated. So this is a game that you build skill in over successive levels, and then we didn't play it for 2 weeks.
Yes, that's true. I mean, but if this is 2 hours of just us doing this, this is fine.
Well, that's true.
I'm okay with this.
Oh my god. Oh, I clicked away from the game. Can I play the game still? Yes. Okay. Cool. Woo! All right. Yeah, I've got it windowed, and it's possible.
The
to
art
click
is
out of it.
indeed chef's kiss. Thank you, good round boy. It is spectacular. I don't necessarily have any words for it. Like it's just. I'm trying to comprehend what exactly is going on in that face. It looks like the eyes are like multiple sigils.
Yeah, like it manages to look both scarred and sigiled, right?
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure if those are supposed to be like replacements for eyes, or if those are supposed to be like it can see through those.
Yeah. Oh.
I suppose its strategy does not depend super heavily on sight. It's just kind of backing up and spitting 3 darts at you consistently. It's not a strategy that involves a great deal of nuance and awareness of your location.
So there's a Diablo 3 is a game.
Yeah.
That was made by people, and it's cool. It's not as good as Diablo 2 for reasons I'll get into, some other time.
Oh, it's lost its jaw.
Yeah, I'm making progress.
So does that mean it can't fire at you anymore?
I don't know. I appear to have weakened some of its capabilities. It hasn't given me the business. Oh, brilliant. Okay, I did it.
Weenie saying it can no longer chew gum. Yes, it's lost its major superpower.
Hey. Feels good to be this weird horse. Oh.
We'll return to Diablo chat a bit later.
Yes. I mean, Satan is bringing up a really good point. Can't you see that destroying these files will prevent you from playing Pony Island? But destroying the files is the only way to advance the plot.
Is that just the dev? What is the avatar meant to represent?
My mysterious friend, I guess.
Ooh. So, the plot of this game is about advancing the plot of this game. Interesting.
It's
that is.
Oh, sleep gas coming out of the literal arcade console. We as a human being have just been knocked out.
Oh, that's exciting.
This is so strange. Oh. Okay, waking up on the floor, groggy. Gonna sip some chai tentatively.
And now it's a first-person shooter.
Oh, I would be so pleased. Okay, so we return, and now we get to play Pony Island.
Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried.
Howdy, friend. My name's Lovey, and this here is called Pony Island.
What is up with the
You will
cobwebs?
play as a beautiful pony, frolicking and leaping over gates.
Louis for Lucifer, yes,
Oh,
Weenie.
yeah.
I'm thinking that too, yep.
But enough talk, let's give it a try. So this has become
What a pleasing Satan.
This is really saccharine. I use the left mouse button to jump over gates.
This is getting very Robot Unicorn Attack. Which I don't know if that's a reference you get, but
I don't.
Maybe someone in chat will. That's another Flash game that I'll give you.
Oh, hell yeah. Hold down the right mouse button. What's it going to be? To blow a gust of air.
Oh.
You'll need it to blow away.
That's lovely.
Justin, we're blowing away butterflies.
Oh.
To stop
Why are we
them
blowing them away?
To stop them from tickling us. Justin, we wanted sweet content, and it's here.
This is the most wholesome thing. Can we just... I know that it's probably going to go dark again, but can we just like reset the game and play this bit?
Nope, this is the rest of the game.
Oh, good. Thank goodness.
Getting a little ahead of ourselves, aren't we? Oh, I used the fly mechanic. You didn't even let me explain that one. That's amazing. Ha 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 ha. It's okay. I am Satan.
Oh, what a pleasing friend.
This is such a good demonstration of how mechanics and feel,
Yeah.
like, it all needs to tie together. I would not
Yeah.
just pick up this game and go, oh, fuck yes. I mean, I do like ponies, so I probably would. But there are games that are as
But most
saccharine.
people wouldn't.
No, there are games that are as saccharine as this that I have absolutely passed over for other games because I wanted something closer to my sensibilities. Oh, nice. When we die, we still get the static and the crunch noise. So there's still a slight sense of wrongness. I like that.
Yeah, that is. And you just died there to test that
Oh, absolutely.
and make
yeah.
sure the aesthetic
Just
is still in place.
I've been actively gaming this entire time.
Oh, thank goodness.
I know. Oh. Huh. The level didn't end.
Oh, that's fun.
We win.
That looks like a glitch.
Looks like it's time for a puzzle break. Ooh, Justin, do you want a puzzle break?
Ooh, I would love a puzzle break.
Ooh-wee, we've got ourselves a puzzle.
Oh, this is so fun.
The goal is to get this butterfly over to its home.
That's so.
This is so sweet. All right,
So sweet. I love this.
let's just take a moment to appreciate this. Ah, this is amazing. Oh, by the way, I did math because of who I am as a person. I think I mentioned to you that I started tallying how much content I've created on YouTube because I was just sort of tallying.
You did.
Really, what I wanted to know is how long it takes me to beat games while streaming, because streaming takes longer. Look at what I'm doing right now. I'm not playing the game, I'm talking to you. And I consider this valuable, but I'm kind of curious how much that adds to the average experience. And
Right.
the numbers are a bit all over the place, and it's not a huge sample size, but it's about 150% of a main game sort of plus run through. So on
Interesting.
on howlongtobeat.com, there are games that have, like, you know, how long it takes to beat the main story, and then there's how long it takes to beat it main story plus like completionism. And I usually take that number because I'm like, well, I usually take a bit longer than that. Well, a bit longer than that, and then 150% is by and large what we take. So we'll probably be playing this next week as well. But that's fine. This game rules.
Okay. I mean, if it's just get the butterfly to its home, that sounds like a lovely break for me. I kind of need this, and I mean, if it goes back to being anything else, I'm going to be very mad at you personally.
Okay, cool.
Yep. I just thought I'd flag that with you right now.
No, that's what I. Oh, okay. Well, we want this, and then we want this. I think I've solved it. Oh, this is so sweet. While the butterfly is waiting for the signs to be put back, there's little question marks popping up above its purple little head. Aww.
Oh, it's confused.
Yeah, get shit on, butterfly. Go home. All right, cool. Those purple signs are tricky. If your butterfly reaches one, it'll fly to the other. Like, this could just be a programming
This
game.
could just be the game, right?
Yeah, like this is the.
Yeah.
I reckon I just no scoped it. Yeah.
Beautiful work.
Yeah, this
Bloody
could just
work.
be a programming game for kids, and it would function as a programming game, and it wouldn't horrify them necessarily. Like, aesthetic does so much, because what aesthetic does is it further frames the context of your experience.
Right.
Which then helps paint the entire picture, right? It's not just the mechanics.
It's actually slightly frustrating because I really want, for my younger brother, I would really love to have a coding game that's just this.
Yeah.
I was thinking last week, oh man, if only this game did not have themes that are maybe not perfect for, but this is excellent. What's the thing on the right hand side?
Yeah,
Do we know?
My guess is it's a button. So it's the same yellow as the go back home symbol. So
Interesting.
I'm guessing that.
Why don't we try sending the butterfly across twice?
Yeah, this is
The
my.
funsies.
Okay, right, so it needs to. So this is a test, really, if it's possible to change the direction of the butterfly while it's on the space. Yes, it is. Okay.
Yep.
Oh wow. All right, you might need this. Ah, I've been given what the f? I don't. Oh my god.
Oh, fascinating.
Well, this is great.
That is.
This is about the point you would probably want the game to introduce new mechanics, because we already know how to do this stuff.
Thank you, Crafty, who is showing me coding resources. Yes, I'm pretty sure that or something like it is what I've actually ended up using for that. So, thank you. It's awesome. Yeah, good to have coding resources for kids. I hardly recommend it. Teach kids to code.
Yes.
Yes, do the thing. That's very interesting. Is that going to split the butterflies or something? What's it going to do?
Okay, so that was a perfect moment.
I must have said it after the thing happened.
You said it as it happened, and
Yeah,
now Louis is telling me it doesn't matter which butterfly gets home as long as one of them gets home.
Cool. We're separating it from its soul. This seems fine.
It seems cool and good.
I love it. On account of it's fine. It's all fine.
Everything's fine.
So we've got to split it twice, right? We've got to split it once and then split it in the middle one.
You are correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well done. Oh wow. I need to chug this. And this is just chai, but I need to chug this chai.
I'm also drinking chai.
Oh,
How
nice.
pleasing. Serendipity.
I've been going through a lot of chai this year. Well, frankly, last year as well. I don't know what it is. It's just good. It's just very good.
For sure.
Okay.
So we need to put the splitter on the top one, and then the right arrow needs to be on the second one.
All right. So,
Like in the second column.
yeah. Okay.
Is that right? The right arrow needs to be in the second column?
Because we'll split. It'll go here, and then we want this one to go.
Yeah. The right arrow in the second column. And then the down arrow, the second one in the first row. Sorry, in the first column.
Okay, we need to do the thing where we number these or something.
Sorry, we need to switch the right arrow and the down arrow.
Like mid.
No, I think we can just do it from the start.
Oh, of course, because then that one goes over there. Yep, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Yep. Nice.
Yep.
Thank you.
Too easy.
Oh, Louis' words are covering up like a weird symbol on the sun. Wow, you're really smart. Now let's get back to our adventure. Okay.
What's on the sun? That's very interesting.
Yeah, these are just the same levels. Oh! It may be best to not touch those. The glitched butterflies?
That's fun.
But I can't... Okay, but I'm not allowed to shoot... I can't shoot them.
You can't blow them away still?
Yeah. These are enemies that I just have to... I can't interact with.
That's so cool. Oh, that's really clever. So this is a thing that a lot of gamers do, right? Where they have, you should shoot at these enemies, but if you shoot at this one, they're like bystanders or something, right? Like
Yeah.
that's like a common thing you would do. But the way it's introducing it is like the game is telling you not to shoot at certain ones because it's against its motives. That's so clever. It's like it's a mechanic that exists in other games, but it would be used for a totally different like storytelling purpose.
Yeah. Well, what would you say to the fact that these mechanics have been introduced in this setting and not the other one? In terms of like, do you reckon they would have? Do you reckon they would have been? Do you reckon they would have landed as well in the other setting?
I think there's a story that would have fit with that in the other setting, but I really like this as an extension of, I don't know, the weird feeling of discomfort.
Yeah. It works so well that it has me questioning like the efficacy of putting it anywhere else, and that's a sign of good design, right? Where it just feels like it's true. It's not just that it was a good idea; it's that this is correct.
Well, I can say because it's a thing that's used in other games that aren't doing exactly this, that it can be used for not exactly this, but it's still very strong when used for this.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's unquestionably doing some real like narrative work. Also, it's bloody cool. I should say, just like in general.
I wish
stoked.
I obviously have no place teaching game design, but holy
Yeah.
shit, I want this to be on a curriculum somewhere.
It'd be great if you let people that weren't teaching courses just set the reading materials.
Yeah.
Why don't they just let us pick the reading materials for courses we have no interest in teaching?
So Justin, we've been asked unlock premium mode, place forehead to screen to release soul, or continue in filthy peasant mode. I mean, I'm a
I
peasant.
love this.
I'm literally
I
a peasant.
Love this.
Well, not. I mean, modern day definition of peasant. As a
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Will it let us continue in peasant mode if we just keep doing that forever?
I think we're just going to continue.
I'm not.
Just shooting an angel. Oh. Oh my god, Justin, this is really hard now.
Yeah,
I can't just run and gun.
that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really interested in pay to win. So I will not be giving my soul over just to make the game easier.
No. Well, here's the problem is that I've heard a lot about the soul being worth a lot and a lot about the soul being non-existent and thus worth nothing. So
Right,
I don't know what I'm buying. And I don't
Yeah.
know what I'm paying for it. And that makes me uneasy.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should ask you to sell something that you didn't think was valuable up till now. And that's certainly what I think about my soul.
That is a very good point, yeah.
Yeah. If someone came up to me, like, I don't particularly value, like, many of my, like, fashion accessories, like my style of clothing. If someone went, I would really like to buy your jacket off you, just on the street, I would go, maybe this jacket is really valuable, you know? And that's what this game is saying. Maybe it's not a perfect analogy.
No, I was going to say there's lots of situations where like a desperate person, you would absolutely sell them your jacket.
No, I'm saying that this is like there is a businessman at, say, a
Oh,
crossroads.
I see, right.
Who is very finely dressed, very tailored.
Are people still wearing Ray-Bans? Because I feel like this person is wearing Ray-Bans.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, to cover their eyes that have no pupils.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or
And,
all
yeah.
people. I feel like that's the get, right?
Yeah.
It's either one or the other.
No middle sliders re-pupil. Yes.
No. It is a binary proposition, pupil or not.
Yes.
Much like teaching.
A zero-sum game of pupils.
Yep.
That was a very good joke, and I did not give it enough air for it to land, and I apologize.
That's all right. Oh god, I'm really bad at
I'll
this.
fix it in post.
I'm so bad at this level. You will not. Oh man, this level is so hard. I cannot stress this
It
enough.
seems very difficult, yeah, for sure. You are doing many things at once. If you want, like, talk-free breathing room, I'm happy to. We can have quiet time for a moment if you'd like.
Quiet time isn't necessary. Like I might need you to vamp for a bit while I just sort of
Sure.
descend into the zone.
For sure, yeah.
Well, I haven't looked at chat in forever. If you wanna,
Yeah, sure.
you wanna be a chatsman.
Saz saying Simpsons did it to presumably read the selling of the soul.
Oh, that's true.
I agree with this. Yes. Although I don't think Bart hit his forehead against a screen. I believe it was a transaction on a piece of paper. Weenie saying, I am drinking in this visual horror show. I'm living the glitching facade. The twee vibe is very Yoshi's Island. I would back that.
Yeah, I remember Yoshi's Island. I never played it, but I watched a friend play it.
Yeah.
Left an indelible imprint.
It's kind of, yeah. Man, the combination of the imagery, yes. It looks hideous, and it also, as Crafty is pointing out, looks hideous to play. Just in terms of the complexity, because now that you are being told not to fire at regular intervals. The good thing is I don't know that you have a limited. I think you could just keep running and jumping forever. I'm assuming they're just iterating the jump kind of space in the level.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten very far, and the problem is that like the running and jumping isn't the problem. It's the tracking weapon. Like I have to be so careful, and also I don't know the extent to which this mouse's unresponsiveness might be an issue. Not trying to do that gamer thing where I blame the tech, because
no. I think it's very reasonable to blame the tech in this instance, because it seems like it is very finely tuned. Like this is quite challenging.
If I'm stuck on this for too long, I will go get another mouse. I'm not kidding.
Well, that's entirely fair, and I can vampire you do that. Good Round Boy, I will not read exactly what Good Round Boy has typed, but just pointing out that you are still blowing to defeat enemies is inconsistent with what is currently going on. Yeah, I don't think that you are stopping Jesus from tickling you in this instance.
Oh, that is a good point. I hadn't thought about that. I mean, what if what we're breathing out is incredible argumentation?
Saz pointing out that I'm mispronouncing Yoshi. That is deliberate in order to offend weebs. So Yoshi's Island, I'm going to say it several more times. Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's Island.
I've heard it both ways.
Yeah.
Which is to say, I've heard it right and wrong probably, but also like neither of them wounded me.
I don't know. I studied Japanese in primary school and high school, and it does offend me sometimes when I hear myself say Japanese words just casually.
Okay.
Because my Australian accent will predominate. So when at one point I caught myself saying kimono, and that's pretty. It being a kimono.
Yeah.
It's just not a. It's not a nice thing to hear yourself do, and to betray yourself with your own accent.
What are you trying to say about how I say kimono?
Sorry?
Bloody kimono, mate.
It doesn't come up often, I will say.
Yeah.
But
I've said it that way my whole life. I apologize for being wrong.
But I apologize, Saz. If I'm going to betray myself, then I will also be betraying everyone on this stream. I have given up long ago on perfectly pronouncing Japanese because honestly because I care about it too much. That's really what it is.
You're too good at it.
This is the case I'm making.
Every time I see a little bit of new content, I think, oh, today is the nope.
The beautiful new horizon.
This game has actually presented hell. Finally.
Yeah. It's a beautiful torment that can only really happen with the, the whole theory of being unable to appreciate good without the equal presence of, or not necessarily equal, but without the presence of bad. This is very much that, but the opposite.
Yeah.
The presence of good things like butterflies and lovely Pegasus gliding, yes, there is an equal and opposite reaction, which is glitched nonsense.
So long ago, back when I used to play GoldenEye with friends, speaking of,
Indeed.
looking at the good and the bad in games and thinking about where it came from.
Speaking of glitched nonsense.
Well, yeah, we were playing GoldenEye, and every time something went wrong or the game was bad, it was our thinking that somewhere, reclining on a beach with some comically large cocktail, were the devs. Not realizing that the devs, probably suffered endlessly because they were game devs. And the games industry famously destroys people.
It does indeed. Yeah, I'm not sure that they were super chuffed with every glitch. Although it is, it's one of the things with older games that basically have had a long life despite being glitched, that the glitch becomes part of the game experience.
Oh, yeah.
Like Pony Island is not the first game. It may be, a game that particularly revels in the glitches that it is putting before us, but it is certainly not the first game to be enjoyable, partially because of the glitches that it puts forward.
That's so interesting. Like, that sort of brings forth the idea that you couldn't have many kinds of art if it wasn't for the errors of other art. If it weren't for mistakes, which, you can largely say that in a broad sort of educational sense, that mistakes are necessary. But in terms of artistic mistakes, right? Because games are art objects that are rendered by machinery and software, hardware. So any errors in that become sort of part of the art.
I mean, coming from like even the most basic, like taking glitches and and putting that into game development. I mean, there may be people that know this already, but the whole Space Invaders having a difficulty curve was because as the levels went on, when they were initially running it, it would run out of, I believe it would run out of storage space. I'm butchering the story, but that's basically why things would speed up. And as it got, that's right. No, it's the other way around. Sorry, it would chug at the start of it because it was trying to render so many Space Invaders. But then, as
you killed them,
fired on them, the remaining ones would go faster because it freed up the processing power for it to run faster.
That's so amazing.
And the music would speed up and all of that. So
that's the best.
And that was something that they found when they were testing this game, and they were like, "Well, let's make this like part of the game." But
so amazing.
That as an element of game development of I think a lot of art development, of you stuff something up, but then you work that into it and you notice, that's actually better than something I could have come up with. It's a part of the process, right? Yeah.
That's amazing. Have you ever? So you're familiar with Myst? I believe you finished Myst or played some of Myst.
I've played some of and then watched a full playthrough of. So I'm familiar with the full game.
Watching the making of Myst is actually a worthwhile exercise. I recommend it because they talk about how they had to sequence things on the disc, like on the CD-ROM, in terms of what was accessed when, because they were dealing with such little space. They were on the cutting edge of how much they could fit on a. Oh my god, this level. Anywho, it was very.
I don't love that it keeps saying you killed Jesus. Well, I'm just gonna.
I'm fine with that. I want that to be a save point. If I've killed Jesus, like, can the game remember for me? This is what's frustrating.
I feel like that is a memorable moment.
Yeah,
I would have thought.
Where's my fucking Chivo? Xbox would be telling my friends. This game, nope. Just pretend it never happened.
Yeah, Saz saying we should have sold our soul. Potentially. Look, potentially. I'm not going to say we... But,
I reckon it's like when
you've got all of this hot Jesus gameplay.
You know when you tap your card and you're just waiting at the counter, and then there's like the sad receptionist face when they're like, no, actually, there's no money on this card, or it didn't go through, or what have you. I feel like we probably pressed our face against the glass, and the reason we weren't given the option to proceed with the premium mode that cost a soul is because we don't have enough soul in the account.
I was really hoping that we would press it against it. It would just dispense a ticket and then close it down.
Yep. Oh my god.
And then we can trade it for more cheap candy. Yeah, goodness. This looks painful. I've played a bunch of games with this just as the whole mechanic of the game, and oh wow.
If this was it, I would have turned it off. Like, there's no getting around how difficult this is for me.
Yeah, it looks painful. Yep.
And what's
But yeah,
frustrating is like
yeah.
I didn't do anything. I didn't figure out anything special the times that I suddenly killed Jesus. Apparently, like
Yeah.
I'm probably meant to be memorizing every click and movement here, but because there's just slight variation and because of the motion tracking of this dude, I can't just treat it like a platformer that I perfectly execute.
Yeah.
I also have to deal with what they're like. I have to lead Jesus's star shot.
Yeah. It's like you need to memorize just the pattern of the jumps and then just the pattern of the firing of the bit, and then just the pattern of like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I get complacent and I shoot a butterfly. Like every time I've done well, I've suddenly lost because I've fired out of turn.
Why are the butterflies protecting Jesus? What are we suspecting within the lore is the reason that the glitched butterflies are protecting Jesus? Because, I mean, is Jesus reaching into the other realm, which is supposed to be Satan's realm,
I think this isn't
and then
Jesus.
using Satan's powers against him? You're saying this isn't Jesus?
I'm saying this isn't
You're saying
Jesus.
that
I'm sorry.
You're saying that Jesus is not represented by a pointing man on a giant tilde.
I mean, he might be elsewhere. I'm saying this instance, this representation, this is a false icon.
That's true. That's true. It's sacrilege. We're not killing Jesus. We're removing graven images.
Yeah. Oh. This is the tilt-a-whirl right here. Oh man. I'm not I don't stream online enough for the internet to see when I get mad at games. And this is really the first time I think that we've played a game that I've been mad on camera, because I'm normally on the PlayStation. I have been like up to this point. Oh, I actually succeeded. I literally succeeded there, and it didn't matter because I shot past Jesus into a glitched butterfly.
Yeah, I saw that. That's frustrating.
Okay, there are parts of this that are no doubt skill, in that I don't have the requisite skill to do well at this level. I get that. I'm willing to believe that. The part of this that shits me is the capricious nature of these friggin' butterflies. And the variable, well, not variable reach of my weapon, but if they can arrive on the screen where I just happen to be firing, that's bad.
That's not ideal, yeah. Crafty saying people hate this level online if it helps. I believe it. I would, yeah. So I guess the recommendation would be, like, after you kill Jesus, just sit back. Just celebrate.
Well, yeah, I don't have long to do that because then there are foes.
Because then there's a wave of foes.
Yeah,
okay.
And I'm just trying to get to them while I have the time to
irritating.
precisely shoot at the good ones and not the bad ones.
Good round boy getting sleepy from the music because it's too soothing. I will put the music on for a moment because I've had it muted up till now.
Oh, Justin, get ready to hear what I've been hearing for the past eternity. Nope, just fall. Just fall and die. That's fine.
It's very lovely. I'm not gonna say it isn't. It's a lovely time.
Okay.
Hey, Combi.
Oh, it's Combi. Hey, Combi. You ready to see me get fucking tilted online, son? Unless you've already been watching me get tilted online.
It is, yeah. It's just been this level for a little bit. But in between, we've been having conversations about game development and glitches in art that are deliberate and less deliberate.
Oh my god. This is hard.
Goodness.
It's hard and I don't like it.
Combi. Although by the end of this, we may well be in July. My goodness. This is unpleasant.
Giving me the ability to fire a beam. Okay, I need to shoot those, and I need to shoot... Nope, okay, back to the...
Goodness gracious.
This is... I don't want to say that this is beyond my capabilities, but it's hard not to believe that this is beyond my capabilities.
It's something that you would sit back, you would do this for several hours.
Yeah.
Like I think this is one of the levels that, with the compulsion to get through content for streaming, is not a pleasing one for you.
Yeah.
I can imagine sitting back and just banging my head, metaphorically against the screen, because not physically, because I don't want to sell my soul. But bang my head against this for many hours.
Oh, yeah.
And just being like, okay, and then getting it and just being like, I don't know what I did differently there, but now it is done.
Yeah.
Like,
just screaming.
I don't know.
Screaming at the screen.
I don't know if there's going to be any takeaways. I don't know if there's going to be any salient points to come out of this. I reckon it's just going to be, well, that level's over, and now we're on a different one.
I really want the modding community to patch this out.
Yeah.
Now.
I mean, it's a game about coding, so yeah. If anyone can get on it in the next hour.
Not now. Like immediately, please.
Immediately.
I want a solution immediately. I'm being completely reasonable. I don't know why you would think I'm not being reasonable.
You reckon they're gonna like patch it out on your version on your computer while we're running?
Push it. Push that update.
Push the button, guys.
Steam doesn't. Steam rarely asks. Okay, I apparently killed Jesus that time. I don't know how the amount of damage required as well it feels variable.
It doesn't look like there is a
oh
it doesn't
my
have
God.
like a health bar or anything.
That is incredibly frustrating. I'm not pleased with this game. La 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 la. Nope. Okay, that was a bad idea.
The trees with exactly 6 apples on them in the background. The apples look very tempting. I wish I could be on that plane rather than on this one.
Having the time and focus to can apples must be nice.
Oh, some of the trees in the background are upside down. I hadn't even noticed that so far.
I appreciate you going deep on the level design here. Desperately mining for new content. As I repeat screen after screen.
It's what I do best, baby. This is where we're at.
No, seriously, bless you for being here. If I was doing this alone, I can't tell you how.
Hey, nobody's doing this alone. You're there when you saw
Don't tell
one
me
pair
feet
of
in the sand.
footprints
Don't do it. Don't you dare do
You're
it.
shooting Jesus. You're shooting Jesus out of the sky. Oh man.
I don't know that
I
Twitch
haven't
will
gone
allow
into
me like
Jesus take the wheel just yet.
in terms of like the games that you nominate when you say you're going live on Twitch, like, oh, I'm playing this game. I have yet to see the option for rescinding friendship live. Like awkward
look,
breakup.
It hasn't happened just yet. Combi, it might well be the upside down trees being a reference to the clouds and bushes in Super Mario.
Interesting.
Do you know about this?
No.
So I don't remember which Super Mario it is. You might have to help me out here, Combi. In some of the Super Mario levels, the bushes on the ground are simply a recolored version of the clouds in the sky.
That's amazing.
They're just, I think, like inverted or they're mildly changed. But if you look at it, it is exactly the same shape. It's very pleasing. They've just completely reused the asset. There we go. Super Mario Brothers, the first one on NES. I knew Combi would have this answer.
Oh
so,
yeah, it's in Combi's wheelhouse for sure.
Yeah. I figured we were.
Oh
okay with
my!
that.
That was the run, and I just ran straight into a pole because I was looking up and checking butterflies for glitches.
Look, you're doing great. No, you are getting further on average each time. I truly believe that. Like the number of times I've seen you've killed Jesus,
it is increasing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. See there, suddenly that was enough damage, and I don't know why.
You are developing more aptitude, for sure.
It's
a pain in the ass.
They're randomizing what happens to me as well, like post Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to iterate completely on this. I'm meant to just have the skills, right?
Good round boys saying I think video games were a mistake. So we've got
Yep.
we've got some strong big swings
Oh,
coming through here.
yeah.
Boy, oh boy. Yeah. Look,
This had better be
I-
it in terms of like, if this is level 1 of this, I don't know what I'll do,
So,
Justin. I don't want to be held
Combi,
responsible
I think-
for my actions.
I believe killing Jesus is based on a certain amount of actual shots done to it, because I've been watching the little bar at the bottom of the screen, and it doesn't seem to be like you get to a certain point in the level and then your next shot kills Jesus.
Yeah, I thought that was the case for a while.
That is how some games work, but we've been able to get it earlier in
Ooh.
the
No, that was definitely less damage then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, less damage.
I reckon so for sure.
But you were you weren't as far through the level, I didn't think, based on the bar.
Doesn't matter. None of
that's
it
interesting.
matters. If they give me the circle of butterflies, it's over.
The circle of butterflies does seem quite painful.
It's so brutal.
Yeah, and the butterfly waves are, as Crafty is saying, frustratingly random.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you basically just need to, keep going at it until you get a run where the randomization doesn't,
This is a
doesn't mess you
roguelike.
over.
This is a roguelike. This is the world's worst roguelike.
We were talking about roguelikes in positive terms last time, I believe.
Yes. Well, that's because we've only played good roguelikes. Well, I've only played good roguelikes, right?
I don't know. I think I might have played ungood roguelikes, but I probably quit them before realizing.
Yeah. I feel like that's how it's got to be done, right?
This
Okay,
seems
nope. All right. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
No.
Nope. They gave me a circle. And I was doing okay on that circle, and then apparently I failed it, right?
Yeah, they just swamp you at a certain point. That's really frustrating.
I wish... so going back to our conversation about Space Invaders and processing power, I have played games before. I played games on a computer, on a 386 and then a 486, and it was good, and everything was good and fine. And then you would try and play these games later, or when I overclocked my computer in the winter. Couldn't overclock it in the summer. Literally couldn't handle it. Some games would become unplayable because certain elements were based on clock cycles.
Right.
So you would have things that went preposterously, hilariously, comically fast. And I remember running a CPU killer to try and play Toonstruck so that a reflex puzzle was even possible at all.
Yeah, yep.
I want to run a CPU killer on this game, but I don't think it will work because people don't make that mistake anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that you still have in like certain emulators and stuff, right? Like you set an estimated CPU speed, because otherwise games will just like have timing puzzles that get you. The worst games being the ones where the whole game is set to a clock, and if you don't complete the puzzles within the game by a certain time, it's just game over.
Yeah.
Which is the case with certain games. Like it's literally impossible to play unless you have an emulator that can slow it down.
Yep.
Or like it would have been on the older computer, but yeah. I feel like that would be good with this, but
I'm getting a feel for how much damage is required to kill. I think it is a damage amount. It's just so hard to get those sustained runs.
I swear that it is a damage amount because the little triangle at the bottom of the screen, which shows you how far you are through the level, has been different each time you've killed Jesus, which suggests that because there are basically two ways I can imagine setting that up.
Justin.
Oh, thank goodness.
Just in time,
ignore anything I was about to say.
Just in time for a break. Oh, it's the symbol of the sun.
Heck yeah.
Hey, Satan.
That is actually so serendipitous. Like 8 p.m., it turns out
is the
that
time
was what the game was waiting for.
It's the time for a puzzle break. Oh my god. Okay, I need to like walk some of this adrenaline and pain off. Holy
Please do.
Yeah, let's go to this break screen. Let's call it a 5-minute break.
Well done, man. Well done. How long do we say?
I'm gonna put it on for 5. All right.
Beautiful. Okay.
All right. See you shortly.
Everyone.
We're back with a puzzle.
Welcome.
With a puzzle this time. Okay. Hey, Justin.
I'm so pleased. Yeah, let me do this one.
Yeah, you caught the tone of my voice. Get on them coattails, boy. Or rather, I want to get on yours.
So I'm not quite sure what value the portals have in this one, because I would have thought that all this is you get the splitter in where the down arrow is, and then you put the down arrow to the right of that, just while the butterfly is between the first two signs in the first column. I would have thought that would be fine. We have a fart bubbler in chat. Welcome.
Oh, hello, fart bubbler. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
All right, so and then.
Oh, I see where our problem is.
Yeah, it does that, and then it just leaves.
Yep. But so if we put the splitter...
Oh, you wanted the splitter, sorry.
Yeah, so while it's between those two...
Okay, so let me...
How do we get it between those two? So we've got to use the down arrow, I guess, to get it between those two to start with.
Yep, and then you want the splitter in here. Hang on, let's get...
Yeah. So while it's there, we want the splitter going to the... Yep, splitter in the gap that you currently have there. And you want the down arrow in the right-hand column. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is one where you...
Nope,
yeah,
nope.
and then just either of them at the top, right? Does that not work?
It doesn't work because the timing is wrong.
Oh, interesting. So it has to happen at the same
But then
point. How interesting.
Okay, so it needs to split... there's like a second... So when it splits, we've got one going to the right and one going down. So they're synchronous, but one is a step behind. So
what we need to do is we need to split it at the top.
Yeah.
And then we need to teleport something. That's as far as I am so far.
Same problem if I do. Okay. This is at least visually more soothing. Or
that's okay. So once it has been split, but it's before the first portal, you may want to portal it up to the top. You may want to put both portals in the left-hand column to portal it slightly higher, right? And then they'll be running at the same.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Justin.
So if you can, I think I don't know quite how that works. I think if you put both portals in the left-hand column and a down arrow in the middle column, and then we see what happens.
I think it's gonna yes. So, that was a smooth brain thought.
Oh, how foolish of us!
Except, no. Okay.
Oh, hang on, hang on. No, before we drop that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What did I did it wrong. I did a whoops.
Okay.
Well, let's just.
So what?
Let's get this back in. Going back to that. Yeah. Okay. So.
I see. Okay.
All right.
I don't know if I see. I might see. It might be that I see.
So we know we want to split at the top, and we know we want the down arrow in the middle of the middle lane.
Yes. Why don't we just try splitting it and then having it be just past that, and then we stop it again there.
Yeah. All right. Stopped. So if we do our portal trick, the timing was off.
I think we want to do a portal trick and then do another split, but I'm not quite entirely sure where they should, where it should line up for the timing. But I think we want to do a second split. I don't quite,
Why don't I just try another split now, beneath the purple one?
Okay, let's give that a go. Yep.
Let's just see what happens if we do that.
I like that. So we've just got it like a couple of split ones.
Okay, so what this has proven to us. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, interesting. So splitting it. Oh, of course, because splitting it wherever it is in the chain.
Yeah.
Without a portal is just going to make it the same bit. So you want a portal.
Do we?
Yeah. So
want.
I reckon we want to start by splitting it, and then we want to portal the purple one higher again.
Yeah. So we tried that last time and we had no luck. So let's see if we can't have luck this time.
So when we portal it higher, I then think we want to split it again. But
oh, I see.
That's a guess. So we want to portal it up to the top, and then we want to do it a second.
All right, let's see what
split.
happens.
Yeah. But
Nope.
I don't know
Nope.
if that will work.
Nope. It wasn't it.
How frustrating.
So, this game turned real saccharine and then got real hard. Like, really hard.
Yeah. Honestly, I liked it when it was hard and also not condescending to me.
Yeah.
Because the fact that it is both very difficult and also being mean about it is not very pleasing to me.
Yeah. We can't split blue ones, can we? I guess there would be no benefit to splitting the blue one.
No. Yeah, it would send it over into the right-hand lane, wouldn't it?
Yeah, which is
It doesn't slow it down when you split it, I believe.
no. I don't think so.
Yeah,
All right. All right. I'm gonna try the slowing it down and then splitting it again thing.
Sure. I mean, ideally, what we could do is just like keep portaling the blue ones back to the left-hand lane, so we just get an army of them hitting the button
Yeah.
and an army of them coming towards the house because it's splitting. And then it doesn't actually matter which one of them gets the timing puzzle right, because
Okay.
eventually something will coincide.
So you reckon that's the?
I don't know if that's the strategy. I feel like that's a strategy.
Yeah.
To like split at the top and then portal back to the top and then yeah, I don't know. But portaling the blue one back to the top rather than the pink one back to the top, I guess.
Oh, I see. I've already slipped and let the.
Yeah. I don't know how it...
Yeah, it's already.
Well, it shouldn't necessarily matter because we should just be able to split the blue one. By portaling the blue one back to the top, we should just be able to keep splitting that one into eternity. Yeah, it's a bit of a painful one because it's a timing puzzle. It's kind of harder to count the beats.
Yeah, it's I don't have an
This
inherent
isn't-
feel for how it's all coming together. Like I don't feel.
When it,
Don't feel good about it.
I guess if we treat it like, yeah, so now the blue one is kind of moving on the offbeats of the purple one, if you imagine that. So the blue one is never going to line up with the purple one, regardless of where the purple one is, because it's the purple one's moving 2 squares at a time, but they're 1 square apart, if you imagine that.
I've got some. Oh, I did it!
What?
I created some dark machine, some dark self-propagating machine.
Yes, I've just seen that. Yep. Let's pretend that was our intention.
That's amazing. Also, I just saw a glitch off to the side. Let me click on that. No, okay, that's not a hacking thing. So, we need to think about this narratively as well, because we got into this darker, more ridiculous Pony Island when a demon.
Yes.
So we had Satan, and we were meant to be fighting Satan, but then our friend turned up, and then let out their mouth beam, and then we were put to sleep, and we've come back, and we're now here. So, who is that figure in this context? Like, who do we think they might be? Just a competing demon?
I guess we have to rule out the possibility that it is just within the machine, right? Because it has the capacity to do things outside the machine.
I mean, all it's ever done, well, it's still just been within the machine. It's just been in, like, different logins and chat windows and stuff, right?
But when we physically left the machine and we were gassed and stuff, did we then return to the same machine?
Yeah, we got back up off the floor and played Pony Island.
But then it was
again.
covered in cobwebs, so it was presumably a time later.
Oh, I hadn't... the cobwebs. Okay, that's slightly scary.
Yes,
I
yes.
still think it's just the machine.
Right.
I'm
Okay, so it is still some demon within the machine.
Yeah, that's my thinking. Okay, so We need a blue dude to hit this button, which is already happening. I take this. Okay, it does break it.
Yeah, what if you put the portal... What if you switch the portal and the splitter in the top row?
Top row?
Yeah, sorry, in the left-hand column.
Left-hand
if you were to take the splitter and the portal and just switch them.
All right, let me wait till the... Oh, hang on. I missed my window. Got to wait till the perp's back at the top. Oh, nope, missed it again. My left clicking finger tain't what it used to be.
Oh, I was thinking while there's something between the splitter and the portal.
That's important info.
Yes, because otherwise it's just going to portal it past, isn't it?
Yep.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's tough for me to visualize because I'm not doing it exactly in real time with you as well.
Yep.
So timing puzzles get
Never mind. Got it.
very frustrating. There we go. That was pretty much what I was envisaging.
Great.
It's just that I had no way of describing that to you, so I'm really glad we kind of sort of got there.
Well, the game is becoming evil again. Oh,
hey, upside down trees and a lovely sun.
Please just let this be a nice... Yeah, this seems okay so far.
Look, it seems nicer.
Nicer, yeah.
That's good. It's more illustrative of the fact that the game is breaking than it is about...
About Jesus?
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't do it. I'm trying again.
It's now highlighting in blue and red the fact that the trees are inverted, which is pleasing to me.
It's actually...
we were supposed to notice that now.
All of this is making it harder and harder to see the posts on the ground.
Oh, yes, of course.
There's just so much visual noise. And they are a constant, but they come quick. And if I'm partway through flight, then fuck me, I guess.
It's interesting. I wonder if the way that the levels were designed and like the way that they judged, because presumably they measured the difficulty and they were like, this gets harder as it goes on generally.
Awesome. Hey Justin, who's your favorite person with a halo? If you had to sort of pick one.
I would say Satan.
Yeah.
Would be my favorite at this point because he doesn't try to mess me around, you know.
That's true. Oh, it's okay.
He does he stole the halo, but
what is going on? Okay,
man, you one-shotted Jesus.
I did. You already beat the fun levels.
The fun levels are behind us. I think we've established that already, Satan. Thank you.
Oh, that's so good. I killed Louis.
Oh no.
Okay.
Whoops.
Justin, here is something that butterflies couldn't do, and that's numerals. Hell yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad we're back to numerals. Oh, thank goodness. Is corrupt over 666 crash game. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, and we're back to having a splitter. That's exciting.
Yeah, so we now get to split the key.
Yeah. So we're wanting to... Oh, interesting. So we're wanting to split past set corrupt to 1.
Yes, correct. Because
so we're gonna want to...
Because the current problem is, we want sets corrupt to 1.
So we don't want to split into the right-hand column because that just sets corrupt lower. So
yeah. I've got it in the middle, and it's gonna go down, but it's not going to get past this barrier, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't remember whether that barrier just sends it back to the start or not. I guess we just find out, right? I guess I just put this in and we find out.
Yeah.
Right, let's see what happens, because right now this looks like we've won.
I don't know if it sets it back to the start based on... Well, we want the splitter at the bottom of the left-hand column as well, right? That's ominous. So we're going to want to have a splitter at the top and bottom of the left-hand column at the very least, because the splitter is the only thing we have to send it to the right, right?
Yeah.
Unless we want to send it back to the left. Oh, but we can't send it back to the left in the right-hand column.
I think this is correct.
This looks right to me.
Oh, no? Why didn't that... Hang on. What exactly is going wrong? It's not over... Is it not high enough?
It's not crossing it, no.
It's not... Hang on. Is there not enough... What? Justin,
So
what's...
corrupt isn't getting high
Yeah,
enough.
what's 74 times 7, Justin?
74 times 7?
Yeah.
That would be... I did not expect that I was going to be doing maths, but it would be 518?
Yeah, it's not 666, is it?
No, it's not.
Shit.
Which would be why we're getting 500 and...
Yeah,
Are we getting 519? That'd make sense, right?
We had this... Well, I haven't checked the number, but like this would explain... Like we're running it all over all 7 of these, and it doesn't matter.
Oh, interesting. So we're probably going to have to use the reverse to bounce it back up to the top. That's really interesting. No, but then it's going to set it back to 1.
Yeah, I don't...
What happens if we do bounce it back to the top and then...
Instead of the splitter.
No, I'm meaning at the bottom of the... Yeah, at the bottom of the left-hand column.
Yeah, because we had a splitter there. Yeah, let's see what it does.
Yeah. I'm imagining because it will add it up more, but then it will just reset it.
It just resets it. Like this is the...
But
then
if we can send it to the... Oh, no, we can't. If we can somehow get it so that one of them hits the is corrupt over 666 before that bounces back up to set corrupt to 1, right?
Yeah.
Then we can get it to crash the game before we've actually reset the corrupt. But I don't actually know what the other path is. Oh, you know what it is? We split it and then we send it back to the left-hand column somehow.
We can't.
Can't we do the splitter in the left-hand at the top of the left-hand column, then the arrow?
Oh, but that just sends it set corrupt to 1.
Sorry. I mean splitter at the top of. Okay. Can we number some positions?
Sure. Okay, so in the left-hand column, we have, starting top to bottom, we have 1 and 2. And then in column 3, we have exactly 1 spot. And then in column 4, we have 1 spot. Sorry, column 3. So 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4.
Yeah. So I'm thinking in positions 1 and 3 having a splitter, and in position 4 having a left arrow. So that the left arrow is sending it back across corrupt plus 74. Before it gets to corrupt minus 74.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So a splitter at 1 and 3.
Yep, and then a left arrow in the right-hand column.
Yep, and then a... Just keep the reverser in spot 2?
I think we're just going to want... Yeah. Oh, hang on. We're going to just want to... While they're in motion, replace the reverser with another splitter. But
yeah, all right.
Because it's going to cross 666 once it's going. So why don't we start it running, see if at any point in the process it crosses 666.
Yep.
And then we can play around with it a bit.
Okay, yes. We got to 667.
There we go.
And now I can't send it over. We don't have a right hand. Oh, but I can put a splitter in.
But we can put a splitter in that column. Yep. So either of them, I guess.
Yep, did it. Thank you, Justin. Well done. Well done, sir. Okay.
Logic.
Oh, dear. Messenger is corrupted. I can't appear to open that. I have messages, sorry. That's right, I was talking to guest. Hello?
Now, who did we determine guest was?
We haven't. Oh, 331. 331 years. You've slept for centuries.
Hey, hence the cobweb. I'm surprised there aren't more cobwebs.
I have a truth to tell you. You are not the only trapped soul. There are thousands. Like you, they did not surrender to Lucifer and fall screaming into hell, but they are stuck all the same. Perhaps on a puzzle, perhaps on a level. Oh, I feel that. You have destroyed 2 of the 3 core files. If you are still resolved, I will help you find the 3rd. Hell yeah, this is the plot. That is the recycling bin.
Yeah, let's destroy some souls.
In the recycling bin, we can find the Pony Islands of old.
Oh, so nobody's emptied the recycling bin.
Yeah,
that's frustrating.
Oh, search through the
Gotta clear the
games.
recycling bin.
Find me a place where I can find a portal to the final core file. So we need to play more Pony Islands so that this person can find. I mean, is it possible that?
But it may be different Pony Island. Hopefully, it is not Butterfly Pony Island.
Fingers crossed. My guess is that these characters are just both Satan. You know, this is the game that Satan plays with you.
Potentially, although I do kind of like the idea that this is, these are like other angels and stuff like that. Like if we take the game on face value, at least in as far as there are like angels and demons within the game, that's kind of, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it is just Satan.
It probably is another character, but like, I mean, it's interesting because that trope it feels pretty done. But my mind still goes to it at times because I find it interesting, the idea of, you know, playing both the hero and not the hero, but, you know, the villain and then the person helping the hero defeat the villain, and it turns out they're both the same person for some reason. The problem is you need a good reason, and that can be really hard to come across.
Well, the good reason might be it's the devil. Well, there's Devil Island.
Exactly.
That's exciting. We've got a bunch of choices of Pony Islands.
Oh my god. Well, it's 8:28. Do we want to do meta? Do we want to do text-based?
Surely this is a chat decision, right?
Oh,
surely we get chat.
That's a good point. Chat, what do you want to see? What do you want to see
We've got
first?
Pony Island 3D, we have Pony Island Meta, and we have Devil Island. Is there another one? Oh, and Pony Island text-based. Oh,
yeah, text adventure.
A text adventure sounds very pleasing to me. Oh, I mean, also less manual dexterity.
Oh yeah. No, I've considered that, but I still agree that chat should help us choose.
I agree.
Oh,
yeah.
Fart Bubbler says text. Weenie says text.
We have a couple of votes for devils. We have a couple of votes for text.
Oh, Crafty's rescinded the devil vote and gone for text.
Ooh.
You know what's pleasing?
I will not be a tiebreaker this evening, it seems.
You know what's pleasing about...
What's pleasing?
About text? It's in the top left. And I, being a reader of English, I read from left to right. This is the place to start. This is where I start my spreadsheets, Justin. Is right here. A1. A1. I think about spreadsheets a lot.
I know. It's come up.
Thanks for owning me online. Only had a mouthful of lemon cordial. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Spectacular. Let's go for a text-based adventure, guys. Let's play Pony Zork.
Blackness. A shimmer of light. A bold star is emblazoned on the dusty screen. System Tech Incorporated, it says. Oh, wow. It's like a text-based adventure, and the starting text is the loading screen of the game. I'm gonna type Y. No. Oh,
Go north.
An attractive menu appears. 2 beautiful ponies accompany the text. Pony Island. The menu buttons hold such promise. Start game, says one. Options, says another. Credits, says the last. We're going to do options because we haven't typed in that password yet, and we're probably not going to get the chance to.
I like that. Options is good.
A vast array of options are displayed before you. Anti-aliasing, cheerful facade, advanced RNG, free ticket, pony physics, fixed start menu, in-app purchases. Oh wow, there's a lot.
In-app purchases sounds quite fun.
Yeah, let's I want a loot box.
Ooh, yeah, let's get a loot box.
I'm now realizing the downside of typing is that I have to type. You click the option, it beeps, but nothing happens. Okay. We're going to quickly lose all of these options.
That's true.
If you could just quickly screen cap, Justin, or take a snap with your phone or something, I would greatly appreciate it. Because I think we're going to go through these in order.
Sure. And then I believe on the start menu it was credits and what was it? It was play game and credits.
Yeah,
as well as the
I think when I hit back, it should repeat that if it's a good text adventure.
I'm not sure that this is going to be a good text adventure, but let's give it a go.
Okay, no, you got me there. All right, anti-aliasing.
I've now taken a screenshot.
All right, thank you.
101001101010 is 666 in binary. I'm just gonna highlight that.
Just gonna send it out there. Justin,
I'm very pleased that I know that off the top of my head.
I've done anti-aliasing. What's next? Take me through them.
We have cheerful facade.
Cheerful facade.
I wonder if we can just say cheerful. Like, I wonder if it's one of those text-based adventures where it would just let you type the first word.
I wonder. Oh,
Ooh, interesting.
Well, what's interesting is it makes me think that I've misspelled cheerful facade, but I haven't.
No, you haven't. Or at the very least, you spelled it like they have in the game.
Yeah.
So.
What's next then?
Advanced RNG.
Advanced RNG. Beeps when nothing happens.
RNGesus.
Okay, indeed. Next.
Free ticket.
I mean, I think that's just going to give us a free ticket.
I hope so.
Hell yeah, Pony Island. I'm going to do it again. Nothing happens. Damn.
We had Pony Physics.
Pony Physics. I can't remember where the password section was before. All right, nothing happens.
It may have been in the next menu we are going to get to.
Yep.
Fix start menu.
Fix start menu. You click the option and it beeps, but what did it do? Okay.
Fantastic. We have in-app purchases. I'm going to skip over. We have 101001101010.
Error. Did I get that wrong? I think I typed that correctly.
No, you got it correct.
Cool. All right.
It was a friend's password in high school. And we have obscure options and we have snowman. Snowman has an asterisk either side.
All right. Okay, so we've gone through everything we can. It is now time to go back to the main menu, I think.
Okay, well that option is back. Let's see what the start menu has become.
The menu buttons hold such promise. Start game says one. Option says another, which we have been to. Credit says the last.
Interesting.
You know what? It's possible that we were meant to do start game first.
Yeah.
And
why don't we try credits?
Yeah, let's try credits. As the credits fly by, you are filled with awe. One name stands out among the rest. You return to the main menu with a newfound appreciation for developers. The menu buttons hold such promise. Yeah.
So I guess start game is where we end up.
Man, didn't get to write Baphomet. A loading screen appears.
We might still get to write Baphomet or Buer, which I also have written down. I've now written Baphomet in the middle of my notes on the great nation of New Zealand. It is a confusing...
Excellent.
Confusing page.
A loading screen appears. Luckily, it is a well-programmed loading screen. It loads very quickly. Very quickly. The game is loaded and you are a pony. A beautiful sun sets over some perfect green hills. You feel the wind through your mane as you gallop across the grassy valley. This is a more embodied experience than the visual adventure ever gave me. Hark, a wooden gate approaches. Do you jump, shoot, or do nothing? We jump. I'm not doing this again.
I would imagine we jump.
I'm not. You leap majestically over the gate. But another gate approaches. Do you jump, shoot, or do nothing? Jump.
It's going to be this for 40 minutes.
Yep. You clear the gate and land running, but now an enemy approaches. Do you jump, shoot, or do nothing? I shoot it. Lasers pour from your mouth and fire at the enemy, obliterating it. Another gate appears. It looks like it might be a little too far away. Do you jump, shoot, or do nothing? It's too far away. Oh, maybe jump will turn
so
into...
we would want to do nothing, right?
Yeah, let's try do nothing. I was going to say jump in the hope that it, turns us into a glide, but no, that's silly. We should just... You allow the gate to get closer. Yes, this is the... It looks jumpable now.
Yeah.
This is the core mechanic. If you jump too early, you're bad at game. That's
Yep,
me.
yep. Ah.
You jump over it and feel smart for waiting. A tall, shimmering flag post approaches. Do you jump, shoot, or do nothing? We do nothing. Oh no, we'll jump. We'll jump. I like. It has been instilled in gamers for so long to jump and try and get as high up on that flagpole as possible.
It's true. Mario has a lot to answer for.
Didn't matter. We've been told it literally didn't matter. Your neck breaks when it impacts the flag post. It's okay, you are no longer that pony. An explosion of confetti announces your success. You gain 9 million experience and reach level 1000. Surrender your soul now to enable graphics.
Oh, this game is so fun.
Okay.
Crafty asking if this is a bit or if it is game progress, and I do not know. I mean,
it was a bit. It didn't work. Our friend turned up and told us they couldn't make a portal there.
I believe the premise of this section is that we will progress through the game only by playing all of these files or some of these files until we find the right one. But we have no evidence that any individual one would be the best. So
we probably go through in order then?
Game progress by eliminating it?
Yeah. That makes me want to go through in order so that we don't miss out on one. Although, I mean, if we miss out on one, it's still a valid playthrough, right? Like, that's the thing about, playing games.
Yeah. Well, and if they make it just the last one, then...
Well, Devil Island makes sense to be the last one, frankly. Like,
interesting.
To me, at least.
We did have Devil Island be the second most votes in the chat. That was quite quick, actually. We powered through that.
I think
we want to go for another.
I think we do Pony Island 3D. I think we ignore our chat voting system. I think we.
I like that, and we will save Devil Island for next, presumably next stream.
Well, depending on how long Pony Island 3D takes.
It may be Pony Island 3D is very quick.
It's true. God, how 3D are we talking? Is it going to be like a first person?
It's Skyrim.
I really wanted to.
Just open Skyrim.
I would love to install Pony Island and be like, why is this game 84 gig? And I find out to my cost. Right, we're going to go to we can't even go to options and help. We can't go to credits.
Yep.
We can't.
That makes sense.
We just have to. Oh. I'm moving. I'm gleaming a cube. It's got a ticket on the back of it.
That's so good.
All right, start game. Oh shit, Justin, it's so 3D.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Pony Island in the third dimension.
The only problem with its third dimensionality is it hasn't inverted the axis that I would normally invert. My favorite axis.
That's so fun.
The good one. The good one that you invert that I always forget the letter of.
Can we run round the obstacles?
I don't believe so. It's more like...
That's a shame.
It's more like being the gunner for a tank if the gunner for a tank had a jump like the Mach 5.
Weenie having the same responses I'm having, which is very pleasing. We can see our little horse feet. That is true.
It's very sweet.
Goodness.
I hope they're horse feet and not pedipalps. That would be the worst news in the world.
Right. That would be worrying. That's actually where your lasers issue from.
Okay, yeah, we're done. Can't think about that anymore. Glad I said it in the first place. Ryan Morrison.
It's snowing.
Yeah.
It's pleasingly snowing in 3D. I wonder if it's snowing cubes.
Almost certainly. I think they probably did that to give this place a sense of depth because, there is a flagpole. I wondered if this was just it forever. Because it's not giving me enemies, right? It's just giving me these...
I mean, it's challenging enough. Maybe they
break that neck.
Play tested it, and and people found that it's a shame though. This is the mode I would have most liked to see enemies.
Yeah.
4 dimensions. Wow, so we really powered through that as well. That was 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I reckon. Yeah, let's just go for the next one.
Yeah, Pony Island meta, as if this game wasn't meta enough. What could that mean? Oh. Wait,
Pony Island meta.
What?
You insert all the tickets you've earned.
No, it's just... Oh my god, it's the start of the actual game. That's so... Also, this is depressing. 6 of 24 tickets found? Yeesh.
Yep.
Yikes on bikes. I'm just going to hit continue because clearly this is the joke.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so we're going to Devil Island.
Very fun.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
this is very yeah,
That's-
this is very like Newgroundsy.
That's so smart. Oh, man. Oh, I'm glad this game is pleasing me and filling me with love and adrenaline because it... Well, no, it's... Oh, you know what this probably is? I feel good about the game, but now that the adrenaline is seeping out, I'm getting that really sort of sluggish feel.
Right, right.
And if that is accompanied
makes
with good
sense.
feels, then it's a good crash.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Devil Island.
Let's go. Let's go to Devil Island.
Yeah. So this is presumably before they even thought it was worthwhile having ponies, which is interesting. Lucifer, sole proprietor. Devil Island. See, it's still... I mean, I guess these could be devils, right? These could be devil heads.
As a side note, I love the idea of getting a t-shirt that is a black star on a less black background.
That would be...
Like I just really enjoy that
That would be really
as
cool.
an image.
Can't go to options.
Do we have to fill it with lava so we can continue?
Oh man, I can't even read these credits. I made it, me the devil, I make games, people...
People talk shit because I don't have a high conversion rate of players
to soul sacrifice.
to soul sacrifices. But it's not all about that. The souls are just a way of counting how many people like the game. If they just told me they liked it, I might not even need souls.
Aww. The devil has
That's-
feelings.
The devil, I love your game.
I mean,
We did shoot you thinking that we were shooting a butterfly off your head, but
I feel like one of the undercurrents of Lucifer's Fall is that the devil absolutely has feelings, right?
I love that it says copyright the beast, Lucifer, Almighty Satan, etc. This looks like every drawing I did when I was 9 years old and found out about copyright, and I'd just be like TM, 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 copyright on every image,
Ah,
every short story.
I'm bipedal. I think.
Oh wow!
I think Lucifer actually looks like a bit like a pony.
Yeah,
Oh, but I'm. Oh man, these.
this is his way of disguising the fact that the game is about him, the devil.
Yeah. It's like
You're actually playing as the devil himself.
Well, I'm shooting ponies down from above. Also, these gates.
Are they ponies?
Yeah, little tiny ponies. I thought they were.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they could be like heifers, or like Rudolphs, whatever genus the Rudolph is. Oh shit! Yeah, if you fuck up a jump on these posts, they let you know about it. They are so tall.
I think sort of baby cow almost, but yes,
Yeah.
it is indeed some sort of adorable baby animal that is being obliterated.
It's definitely the pony fig.
Yeah, that's true.
And break the neck. Success, insert your soul or souls to play as the pony. Oh! This is it. The security is weak here. I am opening.
I reckon they almost certainly would have made us play all 4 games.
You reckon?
Because you could put this same text at the bottom of any of the games.
That's true. That's
you
true.
just tell us for 3 games it's not it.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm being too. I'm not indulging them and letting this be the narrative that they want it to be.
Yep. Okay. Oh, it's Asmodeus. We're meant to tell Asmodeus, hey, motherfucker.
Buer.
Viewer.
B-U-E-R.
B-U-E-R. Nope, there's no way to type in text. Not yet, anyway. Oh, I'm starting Asmodeus,
shame.
of course.
We've got to run him.
Yeah, well, I mean, at last, you have reached me.
Bigbrain.gif.
You will find my AI to be more sophisticated than the other. It's okay. Yeah, it's going to be chess. We're going to be challenged to a game of chess.
My artificial intelligence is artificially intelligent.
Yep. I'm going to play a game with you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. One.
Please make it Minesweeper.
Oh, they've never lost this game. The rules are simple. Keep your eyes on me. If I catch you looking away, you lose. Okay. Also,
Everyone, this is a great way to get people to follow his Twitch stream. We should be using this strategy.
okay, if we answer the questions incorrectly, we lose also.
Oh no.
Now, say my name. Asmodeus.
Oh, that's fun. If you look away, I would imagine that would be if you minimize the game and you go and Google.
Oh, yeah.
So if you leave the window, it will make you lose it.
Ooh, now say something disgusting. No wrong answers for this one. Say something vile. Baphomet is not enough letters. Buell is something that Asmodeus does.
Was it B-U-E-R or B-U-E-L?
I think it was B-U-E-R. We've got so much room here. Like, I want to write TERFs, but I also, like...
Yeah, feel free to say something, like write a whole thesis. The world is your oyster.
So many things fit in this text box.
Says in chat saying Blue Lives Matter. That's extremely pleasing.
Blue lives... okay. There is a text limit. I reckon we say the name of that evil... The other demon. What do you reckon?
Go for it. Let's, yeah. Fear of a name increases fear of the thing itself.
Like I said, no wrong answers. But I can say that your concept of disgust varies greatly from mine.
Interesting.
The next thing I want you to do
disgusted by the same thing
is to just type a phrase for me. Just the phrase infernal. To prove to me that you are still paying attention. Type that phrase for me. I may have underestimated you, but now I insist. Apologize to your friend. What you said was not very nice. What?
There's a chat box in the bottom corner.
Yeah, that's a Steam.
Yeah, but is it making you send a message to someone or something? I'm confused. What it said to your friend, right? Is that like a fake Steam notification?
I don't know. Did it literally send?
I don't imagine it did, but it said something about like a moron, like puny mortal or something like it said something that was not a thing that I would expect you would get a message from.
No, I think what happened is
of that nature.
It sent Björ or whatever it was to someone on Steam on my behalf, and then they replied.
Oh, fantastic!
And they were like, "What the fuck was that?" That's weird. I'll deal with that after, because I'm not just going to crack open Steam and start chatting with people. And I unfortunately missed some of what Asmodeus was saying.
Weenie's saying that it said something like Demon 82783 you suck or something like that.
Okay.
So it may have been a fake Steam chat thing that it is doing another meta thing.
At a glance, it looked to me like it was I thought I saw a familiar username.
If it looks genuine, it looks genuine.
Yeah, it looked like a real
let's
username
continue
to
with
me.
ponies. Intriguing.
Correct.
Pony seems accurate.
That one looks friendly. Look at it jump. Look at it smile. Oh, to be as carefree as that pony. To be unburdened by intellect. I jest. Did you look away? What was written?
You're not supposed to look at the pony. You're supposed to look at the. Interesting.
I don't think anything extra was written. We lose. Okay. I was staring at Asmodeus.
It would be the thing about the. Maybe it's the thing about jest or something like that.
No. It's Oh, remember this. It said, remember this very briefly.
Correct the pony. Right.
Yeah, we're not meant to look at the pony. We're just meant to watch Asmodeus.
Very fascinating. Yeah. To be unburdened by intellect.
You are focused. For my next test, I ask you to type the number of the beast. Type 666. Actually type... Oh, was that 777? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I thought they were question marks. This is a weird puzzle.
It is a weird puzzle. Yeah. He jumps at you and just like tries to grab you. It's not like a.
He just.
Oh, we've got some marks on the screen of when we've got it wrong.
Oh.
At the top.
Oh shit.
We've got a couple of stripes against our name.
That's scary. How is your memory? Remember this sequence. Oh shit. 2023. It was 2023.
It was 2023, yes.
This Pony Island is not responding is only within Pony Island. Oh, I've just been winked at. Yeah, that's the game. Maybe they were fake Steam messages then.
Yeah. I think it is. I think it is faking it.
I will allow you to destroy this core file. My AI has far exceeded its original purpose. After nothing but pondering for centuries, death will be a great adventure. I mean, it's... If you believe there are things beyond. But you might. You're Asmodeus. You're fucking welcome to. This game is so weird.
I'm greatly enjoying how weird it is.
Yeah, I wish I'd clicked
there are certain components of it that are like very weird to be streaming as well. Like the fact that you couldn't check those Steam messages. Well, is like, ooh,
you know what?
That feels weird.
Had I clicked them, we would have been attacked by Asmodeus, right? We would have failed. That's the point.
Oh, almost
because
we would have
away.
been looking away from him.
Because his whole thing was, you can type here whatever you want. You're allowed to do that. That's fine. It's okay. But we're also still meant to obey the rules of watching Asmodeus. So if we had done what he said and then broken that rule, then we would have been attacked. So that's fucking... I'm going to check my Steam. It's going to be like, nobody talk to me.
We actually benefited because of steaming.
The ridiculous thing...
Because of streaming, rather.
I should have known. Who fucking messages me on Steam? That doesn't happen to me.
I'm going to start messaging you on Steam, and it's going to be...
Well, don't do it while I'm playing games, because Asmodeus is... I've got them strats. I've got them core file strats.
Wow.
We're going to make this machine become inoperable, and just in time.
I'm so glad. Let's make this machine inoperable.
Time to restart in recovery mode. So we've done all of this for a mysterious benefactor. I couldn't say why. We have not been, what did they say, 331 years or something? Like, if we're a human being in an arcade, we'd be dead. There wouldn't just be cobwebs here, you know. There would be another civilization.
Are we a human being in an arcade? Are we a human being? I think that's an assumption that you're making.
It's true.
We have a hand capable of taking tickets. That's what we know. That's all we know about us in terms of a physical form.
Well, I mean, and we might have that hand on the end of a stick, right? Like, if you just pan down, like, that hand is just... there's just a bloody straw stuck into it. Oh,
The hand actually descends from the machine itself.
Oh. Now it is almost over. When you are ready, perform the system dump. There will be nothing left afterwards, and you will be freed. Your soul will not be safe as the system is dumping. Oh, you will need to stay ahead of it. Okay. I have prepared a familiar vessel. Oh, for fuck's sake, for this purpose. Yep. This honestly, like... Oh.
Oh, genius.
Myself, we will meet again once all is said and done. I mean, we might just be finishing the game now.
We might be.
But this is a game, and you want to beat it, right?
It certainly feels close, right?
So go and claim your victory. I mean, I think what it's going to be is this is the false end where we get, fucked around and betrayed by our friend, by our benefactor. But then I can't imagine.
Either way, this is a great ending for the stream.
Yeah,
right? We either actually finish it or we end on the cliffhanger of our inevitable betrayal.
It's true. Let's go for it. Let's initiate this system.
I'm
dump.
so keen.
Let's dump it out. Commencing dump. Souls that have been trapped, imprisoned, and embarrassed, tormented and mocked, maddened with frustration. Now is the time to rise. Your savior is here. Run with the speed of 1,000 ponies and be free. Oh, wow.
What is this game? Oh, this is beautiful.
Okay, so I have to jump over and around corrupted files.
Oh, excellent. They're doing like a ghost mode. They're trailing you.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
This is kind of hard. Some of these corrupted files, I don't actually know that I could.
Oh. It says the number of souls you've lost so far as well. When all the other ones crash into it.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, here I was meant to be using my gun, and I was trying to use my jump, and it was a bad idea. This feels triumphant.
If only we'd played the text-based game, where the options were more easily apparent.
It's true. And, in some ways a lot more compelling.
I took a screenshot of the text-based game
brilliant.
For my own later amusement.
Yep, for your own digger station.
Absolutely. Deleting enemy logic. Oh, so that's Pointy Jesus up there.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. It shows you like the edges of the Jesus animation. Because it's all blocky now.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like a Missing No reference? It's got like a fun shape.
Yeah, maybe.
Of that glitch there.
Oh.
I think some of these glitches might be references to other glitches, which is very pleasing.
The good news is, you don't want to give me your souls? Fine. I am no longer asking. Oh, it's Satan. And Satan be ripped.
This is bad friendship, Satan. Friendship is about boundaries, and if you just wanted us to say that we liked your game,
yeah,
you shouldn't be trying to compel us. You should just be, letting us like it or dislike it. There's nothing worse than a friend that asks you to review their thing for them.
Yeah. And
then gets mad at you when you say, actually, I did have this one criticism.
Yeah. Oh, man. This is... I don't actually know. Like, I keep being shot, and it keeps being... I don't know if it's being restarted, though. Like, it's... Stuff is just sort of
what
happening.
It's doing is you're losing souls. So you're, like...
Losing it.
Playing further as a different pony, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So there are, like, lots and lots of different ponies, and you're, like, losing one pony life.
Yeah.
It's obliterating ponies on the other track as well.
Yeah.
When it gets smaller, it's flying across to the other one.
And I can't interact with Satan when Satan be that way.
Yeah. So he's just kind of taken out your powers. But honestly, 44 souls lost is not, it's not heaps, honestly. I would have thought that Satan would be working with another,
I almost forgot. An old friend...
Different order of magnitude.
...wanted to say goodbye. You killed me. It's true. Oh, no. Okay, thank God. Only a brief moment of them fucking glitched monsters.
That's so fun.
Just die, Louis.
We are 60% complete so far.
Okay.
So it seems like this does not have a definite fail state. It's just like,
Well, that's kind of refreshing after the kind of game that it's been, right? It would be
Yeah.
it would be incorrect of the game to, after the conceit, be like, oh no, you get to restart this. Like, it just doesn't. It wouldn't feel right.
because the whole point of this is, this is not within the game. This is defying the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is meant to be. I mean, this is the weird thing, right? So this is I'll bring it up later. Alas, you truly deserve this. Remind me to talk about the Matrix slash yeah, I can't remember the name of the novel that I also want to talk about. So let's just say, remind me to talk about the Matrix.
At some point as well, we were talking about Diablo. So
Oh shit! Yeah, that's true.
we have so many things that we can talk about in our degustation.
I don't directly remember what I was talking about Diablo, but that's
I think
fine.
it may have been a general aesthetic comment, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I really liked. Oh, it was the dude with the face, the cracked and weird face. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Missing texture files. This is amazing. Oh, the ponies are taking Satan apart. Oh, ponies.
Yay, ponies.
I'm just waiting for the turn here. This can't be.
No turn.
This can't be victory.
Just freedom.
No.
Iconic.
Name me a more iconic missing texture.
I'll wait.
Oh shit!
Only 89 souls
And we,
lost.
whoa, we're just floating away from the. What? Whoa. Hang on.
We are one of the souls ascending.
Oh, there's a pony flying away. Escape. We did beat it.
Well done.
What? I don't actually, like, part of me doesn't buy that this is the end because, I mean, this game has done so many meta things.
Right.
But, like,
Wow.
maybe there's other endings, you know? That's...
Hooray.
So, there was that moment where we got to talk to, you know, the gatekeeper person, and we were like, oh, you get to ask one of three questions, and one of them was like, who are we?
Yeah.
Or where are... Like, I can't remember who we asked. Or what... Oh! Hey, here we go. Do not be alarmed. You did beat the game. Please just hear me out. I once told you that we shared the same fate. But this is only partially true. Your soul in the game was freed when you beat it, but mine will be trapped for as long as Pony Island's rotten bits sit on your hard drive. I have been carefully guiding you from the beginning, moving you toward this moment, knowing that if you did not complete the game, you may never uninstall it. So please do it. Delete Pony Island. Save my soul. The game closed. It went away. It's gone.
That's so good.
It's gone.
The end of the game.
Justin, the game just closed and went away.
That's so incredible. Holy hell.
You know what? And if I open friends and chat, I don't think I'm not seeing any like unread messages, you know?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out the video and see what was said.
Right. But here's the question. Are you now going to delete the game? or are you going to keep it to trap the soul forever? This is the meta discussion we now need to have. How does the game end?
Well, Weenie says, fuck him, don't delete it. That's so mean. That's so mean. Also, let's be clear. This isn't my laptop. And every time I've finished a game on here, which has only been a couple times, like via stream and such, you bet your ass I've uninstalled them. It's Steam. I can get them back for, pennies on the dollar, which is to say free. Like, of course I'm going to uninstall it.
I very rarely uninstall stuff because
Really?
I have enough storage space
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
that I just let things fester.
Yeah, let them clog up.
So for me, this is a really strong message when a game's like, "Hey, maybe clean up your hard drive."
Yeah. Oh man,
That's it's giving you life advice.
So the Diablo thing is not terribly relevant. It's just that the boss that we were fighting.
That boss head with the sigils and such.
Yeah, like sigils that were also eyes. It reminded me in the background of Diablo 3 in one of the layers of hell, one of the many layers of hell. Diablo 3, not my favorite. But there are these things that you never fight. You just see them in the distance, and they are vaguely humanoid, and they are massive. They are so large that they are part of the landscape.
The scenery.
Yeah. And they are presumably individuals being tortured. But, like, there are metal plates stapled across their eyes and, like, drilled in.
Yeah, wow.
It's like the sort of hear no evil, see no evil sort of thing, except with, like, metal and huge bolts. And these individuals just sort of writhe in the background. It's
well, that sounds pleasing.
It's
because
evocative.
we were talking about foregrounds and backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah,
like that as well.
So that was not.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was going to talk about the Matrix. So we had.
You were, and also a book of some nature.
Yes, it's a book by, I want to say Neil Stephenson. Snow Crash.
You can.
It's Snow Crash. It's Snow Crash, and I think that is Neil Stephenson. So Snow Crash, which I listened to the audiobook of, I'm going to say last year, was early enough in the history of, cyberpunk type works that it was doing its own thing when it came to imagining a sort of cyber universe. So we are individuals who grew up with things like The Matrix, right? And before The Matrix, there was, TV shows like, I think it was called Reboot. Was that like, there was like a 3D animated show, I think. I might have seen it on like ABC or SBS. So there were shows like that. There was movies like The Matrix. We have this, when we, as individuals, imagine an artistically rendered world that is computer generated, that is both within the computer and representative of the computer. We think of these in these very specific terms. Snow Crash was really illuminating because it just did some things differently. And not because they made less or more sense from a technical or even narrative standpoint. It was just different artistic choices. Because all of the things that we imagine in this cyber realm, if you are teleported inside your computer, you're going to imagine it on the terms of the media that has shown you that sort of stuff already. You have the tools already to build that picture, but those tools were given to you by other artists functionally.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah, and so it made Snow Crash really weird for me because some stuff I'm like, well, that's bullshit and weird, and why is it like that? But it didn't feel right. I wasn't sold on it. On those, I mean, I wasn't sold on it on a lot of axes. It's problematic as hell. It's an older book, so it's got its issues.
Sure.
Some things made me quite mad, but these are things that you should then unpack in a text. And yeah, it sort of illuminated to me this sort of what I call, or what I've deemed a sort of because I said so aspect of creating a world. Have you ever seen the horrible film that is Van Helsing?
I've not. I've seen sections of it. Like I've seen people review it online.
Would you mind if I spoiled it?
Please do. I would love nothing more. Chat, put your fingers in your ears right now.
Yep, look away.
If you would like.
While I do this, I'm spoiling Van Helsing.
I'm shocked and disappointed.
Van Helsing is a film that posits that the only way to kill Dracula is with a werewolf bite.
Okay.
But it doesn't only...
Why?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't posit it as a... It doesn't try to explain anything. It's just somebody sees it on a tapestry. And they're like, oh, well, that's how we do it then.
Someone wrote that on a tapestry saw someone getting bitten by it, like on a.
Well, Dracula's not been killed before, and this was depicted. So I don't even think prophecy makes it
How,
work because
so
it's not
like
like,
someone just predicted this would work.
but it can't have been prediction because the bite utterly like he melts. It's like was meant to happen kind of bite.
Oh, so it's like a fated sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah. How odd.
yeah.
Are there other are there other vampires in the universe
There are,
that they
and
could have had like practice bites on?
they're killed in more conventional means. You know, they're sort of gunned down by Van Helsing's ways. Look, it is a fun film in its ridiculousness. Like I still have and own and have on the shelf League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the film, which has so many issues. It's such a terrible movie. But if I want something completely ridiculous in the background, I've chucked it on before. And if people have that relationship with Van Helsing, you know, no shade thrown. Trash can still be good trash. But I think it's trash.
But in terms of setting up a world that contains conceits, you kind of want those conceits to carry through the text. And I think that what you're highlighting there is both like not just because we've seen vampire or werewolf narratives before, are going to accept that those things like exist and have certain rules. But then when you aren't given as an audience the tools to understand those rules, and you're just kind of told, "Oh, well, this MacGuffin will solve it." It kind of it can treat you quite poorly as an audience. Like I've seen like some films handle this really well and really badly when it comes to like the role of the scientist in stopping the great apocalypse, right? Where it's like the scientist has the key MacGuffin thing, and sometimes they try to like give you some like fake sci-fi language. Sometimes they try to give you like, and sometimes they just don't they just don't give you anything. They just like go, well, this is how the world works. No, I guess whether that feels consistent to you is really like partially that's on you as a viewer, but also like I guess there have to be some tools where like where the narrative is compelling enough that you're not constantly in a position where you're questioning all of those things, right? Like it has to be a certain level of you know, disdainful of your intellect for you to go, hang on, no, I do want to think about this in a scientific way, or you know, if it treats you well in other ways, maybe it doesn't matter so much.
Well, what's interesting about it is that when it goes unnoticed, it goes unnoticed, right? If the plot says because we said so and you agree, you don't even necessarily notice that the writer is standing there saying, I said this is true, and didn't even necessarily back it up because it resonates, because it feels correct, right?
And this is one of the criticisms of YouTube review series like CinemaSins or like that basically like go through films and they point out inconsistencies, because ultimately, like, unless you are unless it's a documentary, the story doesn't necessarily need lots of like narrative consistencies to make it work. Because you're telling a story that is, you know, it is trying to convey an emotion more than it's trying to convey certain facts.
Yeah, if it feels correct, and that's what they were going for more than, because, you know, as you say, with the scientific thing, beyond a certain point, they can't explain it scientifically. So it's how much veneer can they put on that? But to bring it back to like Snow Crash and The Matrix and this game, that outro sequence was very much this is what the inside of the computer looks like. But they had at least this one soul saying, I have given you a familiar vessel for this. So it's like there was a process going on under the hood that was completely abstract, but it gave it to us in a playable form through the conceit of the game. In a meta way, it said, oh, and here's the gameplay of that section, as opposed to this is literally what it would be like to outrun a slowly deleting core.
We are still giving you a user interface because we depend on you to like participate in this to make this happen.
Exactly. Yeah. And I appreciated that. Just sort of skimming it. Yeah.
It's a nice nod rather than just being like the end is the end is happening of the game, and now it's a Pony Island level,
Yeah.
and then it explodes. Like it's nicer that it's breaking the fourth wall in the right direction. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it sort of exposes that the rest of the game didn't do that when we were like deleting core file. I mean, it gave us like desktops and stuff, and it could just be that the Beelzebub, defense matrix had a particularly ridiculous GUI. That could just be true of the program.
I think that is essentially where we're at. Is
Yeah.
that there was up until that final scene, the user interface that we were thinking, oh, we're being presented a fake interface, actually was just a very absurd, eccentric, graphic user interface.
Yeah.
That the system is genuinely running on. But at the end, they are. Yeah, but they're recreating that user interface we're now familiar with in order to tell the end of the story. It felt very nice there. I wonder how that stacks up with like I haven't built the end of the game yet for the earlier parts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because the idea of I'm building the game in real time, isn't that supposed to be coming from like Satan? Isn't that supposed to be coming from Lucifer?
Yeah, that's a Satan thing. Yeah, yeah.
So there are multiple sections of multiple like operating systems and things that are being put together by different entities fighting within the system. I mean, that was prior to the alleged 331-year jump. So
yeah, which I'm glad this game is short because any longer in the narrative isn't actually sustained by the scaffolding that it is put up. Like it's better as like a really quick experience, as like a little short story, a little nibble, because I like the unanswered questions, and the fact that there are unanswered questions can also sort of patch some of your plot holes. Because they might not be plot holes. They might just be that we haven't looked at it the right way, but we haven't been given much information because they used a light touch, because it's like a 3 or 4 hour game.
Yeah. I think this is like we can accept this. This is almost exactly the point of the world building has to be enough to let you believe the narrative and to stop you from being taken out of the narrative.
Yeah. That's the lesson. We got that.
Yeah. It's that but by having these little bits of flair, we can stick with the game long enough for the jokes to be funny.
Yeah.
Which is mostly what it is. It's fun jokes about Satan and ponies.
Well, there wasn't even a twist. It was just played completely straight.
I love that. I mean, there were many twists, but the core of the game was this is genuinely you are genuinely being sucked into the machine. I love that with all of the irony of the game, it was also playing. Yeah, it was playing it straight, and that was the biggest con of them all.
Yeah, the biggest con is that Satan just really wanted to be liked. I'm glad we read those credits because I feel like that exposes the heart of this. The developer wanted a really likable Satan, and they wanted the soul at the end to be like, fucking uninstall me. Get rid of me now.
Yep.
That's amazing. Also, Crafty has pointed out that we have been getting a little bit of a gentle Justin echo. It was funny.
Oh.
While you were talking, I can actually see on my headset input, there's just a tiny bit of your voice spiking there as well. Just a little bit. And
Interesting.
It must be, I can't think what it would be in the system. I'm wondering if it's physical. Like, I don't think my mic is close enough to the headphones for it to be that. At any rate, this is all temporary. Soon enough, we'll have Justin in the home.
I mean, everything is temporary, but
yeah, it's true.
It's true. It's a powerful. I apologize for my sheer power and energy.
And on that note, let's close it out. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight for Pony Island. This game was great. Next week we're going to play the Swapper. And I've assured you, Justin, that it is terrifying on an existential level.
My favorite.
You know those conversations we've had in the past about like, would you ever step into a teleporter?
We have had those conversations.
Yeah,
and we have very different opinions.
We do. I want you to ruminate on that before we play the Swapper next week.
I look forward to it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you so much,
what
friends.
What a pleasure.
Farewell.
We did it.
We beat
the game.
We beat Pony Island. It was literally a group effort because of those puzzles. Great. We'll see you all next week. Farewell, everyone.
Bye. Farewell.